Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Honorable to our lecturer, Ma'am Murti Ayu Wijayanti. Let me introduce myself. My name is Wahyu with Atmoko, and my partner.
My name is Arsy Yusuf as a viewer.
In the session, we have two sections. In this occasion, we have two sections. In first session, uh, me, Wahyu, as the interviewer, and Arsy as the interviewee. And the second session, Arsy will be the interviewer and me, Wahyu, as the interviewee. And for the first session, in this speaking test, we have two parts, part A and part B. In part A, I will give you some question, and you should the question in about a couple of minutes. In part B, question about the same topic, and you should uh, you should answer after I give the question. Is that clear?
Yes, I think it's clear.
Okay, let's begin in the first part. In part A, describe your favorite subject in high school. You should say what subject do you like, why do you like that subject, and how do you feel taught by him or her. Uh, Prepare yourself, and time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wahyu. I will answer the question part A. Okay, the subject I like in high school are English subjects. Why do I like English subjects? Because my teacher teach me English well and easy to understand. So I like this subject. And how do I feel when I'm taught by me English teacher? I feel that I can always do it when my teacher teach me any material in the sense of being so happy. Uh, that's all for me from part A.
Okay, thank you, Mr. RC. Let's begin to part B. I will give a five question, and you can answer the question after I ask you. First question: why do teacher need to be kind to student?
Mm, because the teacher character is a reflection of his student. There is a message that the teacher is gugu and imitates, which is a gugu is trusted and obeyed, whereas in imitation means being followed or imitated. That's all from question number one.
Okay, thank you. And the second question: which do you think is more important, non-academic skill or academic skill?
Hmm, I personally think that academic and non-academic achievement are equally important. Academic are needed for our intelligence, where knowledge must be numbered. However, non-academic are also needed because they cannot measure, such as emotion, creativity, and imagination. That's all for number two. Number two.
Okay, let's begin third question. Which age group is best at learning the thing?
Uh, The preschool age group 4 until 6 has begun to be introduced to learning the new halal, but they see that the environment is still centered on itself or ecocentric. Only then is the 6 until 12 year age group can learn things that are conceptual, logical, truths and symbols that have certain meanings. And that's all from number 3.
Okay, thank you. And we have to go to uh, fourth question. What are the difference in the role of teacher and parents in education?
In my personal opinion, the role of parents in education is like parents supporting and ensuring their children receive and undergo a quality education. Mm, and parents need to make children realize that learning is important, fun, and must be done. Meanwhile, the role of teacher in education is like educating and teaching subject in school and educating students in schools. In order for the roles of teacher and parents to function optimally, good cooperation between the two is needed. Always communicate the progress of your child education by ask the teacher at his school. Uh, that's all for number 4.
Okay, thank you very much. And we're going to the last question. Question number 5. Is the internet good for learning new skill?
Mm, everything around us can be source of learning, including the internet. The internet could be great for learning new skill given the wide variety of skill it has to offer to learn. However, in using the internet, we must be able to sort and select the skill that we will learn. Maybe that's all for number 5.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, hello Mr. Wahyu.
Hello, Mr. Arsy.
In this section, I will give you a two-part question. Uh, for part A and for part B. In the part A, I will give you 4 questions, and the part B, I will give you 5 questions. And let's begin for the part A. Describe a time when you encourage or motivation uh, someone to do something they didn't want to do. You must say, who do you encourage or motivate? And number 2, what motivation or encouragement do you give so that your friend can be motivated? Number 3, how is erection? And the last question for part A, how explain why you encourage it or motivate it? Okay, I will give you a few minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Uh, I'm not a person who likes to motivate other people, but I will do my best to try help my friend if they needed me. Um, uh, a couple of weeks ago, I discussed with my friend uh, about the comparison between the world of college and the world of work. He said he didn't want to the college and preferred to work because he already had the personal income. I hear his word that even though someone still needs college education, my friend still need to my friend still need to work. He didn't want to college because he think college is very difficult for him. Uh, I explained to him that even employees need education if they want to work in a better place or in a better position. Finally, he just kept quiet and didn't argue with my opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you for question part A. And the next question for part B. Have 5 questions. Number one, how do you teach children time management?
Uh, okay, how do we teach children time management? Okay, we can make learning time management something that makes children happy. Or we can play game with children that contain about our daily life activities such as breakfast, bathing, brushing teeth, and etc. It will familiarize children with the time management. Thank you.
Okay. Number two, do you think relaxing is a waste of time?
Of course not. Relaxing is not waste of time. Relaxing is an activity that we do to refresh our mind from all time activities. Everyone need to uh, sorry, everyone need to relax. And please note this: relaxing is very different with being lazy. Lazy is a feeling of not wanting uh, to do something, to do any activities without any clear basis. Wasting time is if we relax too long, then we will forget the things we have to do. Thank you.
Okay. Number three, why do some people find it hard to follow their plans?
Okay. In this case, I have three reasons. First is because they don't prepare well. Second, sometimes they forget what to include. And third is in practice they are not disciplined. And the third reason is in I I think uh, every people do this mistake.
Mm,
Um, okay, need to know when make we make plan as well as if we are not disciplined in the plan that we make, it will be useless because our purpose in planning is to help us in carry out an activity. That's
Okay, the next question. Do you think young people organize their time in the same way?
no, I think no, because every young person use a different method. Some people use a list of activity. Some people use a deadline for their activity, and some are so used to discipline that they don't need tools. Everyone has a way of managing their time. The most important thing is that they do it clearly.
Okay, the last question. Do you think planning is important for time management?
Okay. Of course, planning is important because it will be difficult for us to remember what activities we have to do. Uh, make plans until we feel used to these activities, and if we are used to it, we don't need to make plans anymore. I think that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you and thank you for the answering and see you.